It is in fact true. I did work with R2-D2. Gotta be honest, kind of a diva. Only wanted red M&Ms, leaked oil everywhere. Hashtag depends. Roll the intro.
Video production for kids in a world with spaceships and kittens.
These are elements that will not be in this video, but what I'm about to tell you, I promise you, is far more valuable than that.
Okay, that's cool.
Hey everybody, I am Skojo in 360. Now, I've aimed this video kind of at kids who want to learn how to make videos, but realistically this content is for any age that wants to learn the basics of how to get started producing your own videos. And news alert, this is the best time in human history to start making your own videos.
Why?
Well, because you have everything you need basically in the palm of your hand. Do you have access to a smartphone? Do you have access to an iPad? Well, then you've got access to a full HD studio and you can get started shooting video right away because you're a star, let's face it. See this? This thing itself actually shot a short film about elephants in Sri Lanka. I'll leave a link in the description below. So if you've got one of these, you've got everything you need to start making films. Hit the record button. Okay, first tip, shooting video. You gotta have something to edit. Shooting is where you get started. Now, I could give you all kinds of tips about how to shoot video, but the best tip I can give you is just start shooting video. The more you hit that record button, the more mistakes you make, the better shooter you're gonna become. You eventually wanna start learning how to put nice smooth motion in your video? Absolutely, but for now, just hit the record button. Next up is lighting. Now I'm gonna get in trouble with a lot of lighting technicians for saying this. Lots of thumbs down probably coming from lighting technicians. But to be honest with you, when you're getting started, don't be too concerned about light. You don't want things too dark, you don't want things too light, but for the most part, just make sure you got some light and just hit record. But one of the things that you may never think about, and a lot of the pros get this wrong too, is make sure you have good audio. Bad audio equals bad video. In other words, if things are distorted or they're too quiet, it's gonna make your audience wonder what the heck you thought you were doing. Now let's break it down into it. Let's take a look at a clip where the audio is good.
And the reality is, as humans, need some simple things. We need fresh air, we need clean water, we need proper nutrition, and we need sunlight.
Now here's a clip where the audio is bad. Audio's good.
You saw the aerial spiral, but it took another 500 years until we actually saw a helicopter fly.
Audio's bad. I'll let you decide which one you prefer. Oh, and of course, the granddaddy of them all is editing. Most people either overlook this or they don't like doing it. For me personally, it's my favorite part of the whole thing. All that stuff you shot can now be condensed down into a story, and it's a story that you want people to see. So let's get you a little head start on editing. Let's hit some tips. Number one, keep it short. Now, you're making the greatest movie of all time. You've got an artistic flair. You're still gonna wanna cut everything about in half. You don't want your audience to The next tip is just look for motion. It could be as simple as somebody walking through a room, but that will help keep your viewers eye guided. And again, we don't want them to The next tip that I've already said, but I'm gonna say it again, is don't use bad audio. The insider tip to this is you can still use the video that has bad audio, just stay away from using bad audio, because again, it's one of those things that might tick off your viewer, might make them a little bit upset, give them a headache, and they're... My next tip is my favorite, and that is that mistakes are funny. Yeah, sometimes when things go wrong, that's when they actually go right, and if nothing else, you've got a great gag reel you can put at the end of your video. It makes people laugh, keeps them from going, not funny. The final tip is use music. Now this one is pretty simple to show you. Let's take a look at the intro from this video. Let's play it with the full music and all the sound effects. Now let's do it without any of the music or sound effects. With music? Without music? I'll let you decide. And the final step is publishing it. You're a genius! You make great art! Get it out into the world! How do you do it? Well, you can do YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook, Instagram. Now keep in mind, all of these will take your videos, but some of them will only take certain length videos or certain format of videos, so check into that when you're investigating where you want to publish, but publish your material. You're a star, your family worships you, and you are like a god to me. Okay, well that's just the basic tips for all you beginners and you kids. Get out there and make your videos. Don't care what people think right now. Don't listen to old fogies like me, except every once in a while, because we've made all the mistakes in the world and sometimes you can benefit from that, but I digress. Go out there, shoot your videos, make your art, your family worships you, you're a creative genius, and I love you. I'm Scojo in 360. No, I'm Scojo in 360. No, I'm Scojo in 360. No, I'm Scojo in 360.